the Morning Gardener Show. It's the Morning Gardener Show. It's the Morning Gardener Show.
Okay, let me go over here. I got a slight leak in these barrels. Let's see, last night's rain didn't rain much. So we're gonna let the water out. I'm gonna try a sealant over one of the bungs, and you can see this leak here. Well, there it is, see? Slow leak, but I have to stop it because it's a leak nevertheless. Okay, let's let some of this water out. I let a lot out earlier. And once we let all this out, then I'll come back with the sealant and I will seal these leaks. Everything else on the drums are working very good. I'll extend this out further to about 2 more drums. There we go, it's almost empty. There we go. I'll leave it open until I get back from the store with the DuPont leak sealer. It's a spray, and this should do it about maybe 2 or 3 coats, and that should stop the leak. Because tonight we're expecting some rain all through the week actually, and we want to make sure that this is up to par. Okay, this is the can I just got back from the store, and I'm going to apply it and see if it stops this leak. I'm going to do maybe 3 coats. It's recommended 1 or 2, but I'm going to do 3 and see what happens. This is the repair I made. Had a slight leak. That was real small, but that bung came like that to me. It wasn't sealed. And sprayed something on there, and no more leak. Dry, no more leak. A couple adjustments I'll make. One was here. You do this system here. Get in touch with me. I'll tell you where to get these parts at. So that's how that's going to work. Just leave a comment and I'll give you the information where I got it from. This right here has got to be straight. Trust me. For the system to operate properly. So you get wherever you hit it at. And where I hit it at here, you could actually go all the way up to here, and you'll be able to fill this tank up more. So I did it here because my first time out. I did it here. So I got roughly about 3 inches. So each drum is going to be a lot less water, well, less water. And then you put them on cinder blocks. And I got to make adjustments to the cinder blocks to make sure these tanks are sitting on there, because they say when they're full, some people say 500 pounds, some people say 400 pounds worth of water in there. But I'm going to run it all the way out to 2 more tanks. And that'll be about, well, if I would have put this all the way up to here, it would be 220 gallons of water. And all this stuff is working here. Like I said before, I like the ball valve. It's just a better deal. It lasts longer. It feels stability is good. So, and this is the position when it's closed, when you open it, and there's no water in here now. There's none in here. None. So we're supposed to get some rain sometime this week, and I capped it off here. because when I cut that loose, I'm gonna add the other 2 tanks and I'll be all set. But I like this manifold system here because it's a better way. It gets all the water out of the tanks, and then they run across as they tie in, and they tie right into one another, and you don't have any issues with anything. Now, this unit here, which I like about it, some of the there are many different ones you can get, but this right here, what it allows you to do is that when these tanks fill up, it feeds back and it shuts it off, and then it starts going back down the original way it used to go. So this is a really easy way to do it. Now when the winter time comes, don't buy the winter cap that goes over this. Just take this out, invert it, and then it won't fill these tanks up. It will not fill them up. Then also empty these tanks out in the winter by leaving that valve open. Just empty it out and you'll be all set. Do not let one of these get busted because it filled up with water and you had an issue with it. Don't do that. It's not worth all that. So we're waiting on a little bit of rain tonight, and so we can get some water in these tanks and give it a real test run. And here's what I did. I put here, so I can add a hose, I put that little threads there. That was easy to do. I'm just telling you, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. And this is really stiff, so I gotta really get that broken in. But I like it. This is a 3/4, and the pipes are 3/4. Everything is 3/4 inch. And the tanks, like I said, these are 55-gallon tanks. And go to, where you can get them at? Go to a car wash, get a guy $5, and he'll give you all the drums you need per unit, probably about $5. Some might ask for a little more, but try to do 5, no more than 20 per unit. And you can go to soda companies, they'll give them to you for a price. And so that's it. So it looks like it's cloudy tonight. We're gonna see if these tanks will get full. This is the way you feed a large garden. In this trash can here is 32 gallons of water. Well, close to 32 gallons of water. I'm gonna let it sit out overnight. In this bag here, which is an old pillowcase, long pillowcase, there's all types of weeds from my yard. You bruise them up with a shovel or hammer or whatever. You bruise them all up outside the bag. Bruise them up. Then you put some compost in there as well. Then you'll drop them in here eventually. You add some molasses, and you let it sit for about 3-4 days. Incredible food, because when you have a really big garden, you want to grow beautiful roses, and you want to make sure your blackberries are sweet and big. Then you want to make absolutely certain that you're feeding them correctly. This rose here was fed compost tea, and it is, all of them smell great and incredible. Look at this one here. That's beauty. That's beauty in the garden, boy. That's beauty. All right, this is the Morning Gardener.
It's the Morning Gardener Show. It's the Morning Gardener Show. It's the Morning Gardener Show.